Yo, what's up everybody, it's your boy, Zach is Black, and we back with another video for y'all. Now, I just want to say this off the top, I am sick as a dog, chat. I am sick as hell. I already know I'm gonna be breathing like a pug and sounding absolutely horrible, but bear with me for this video, chat, please. Please bear with me as we get through these subreddits. But yeah, we're on the Am I the Bad Guy subreddit today. We're gonna be looking at some people and judging them accordingly. Without further ado, let's get to these stories, man. Am I the bad guy for kicking my brother and his wife out of my house after they demanded I change my baby's name? That's so funny, I'm not gonna lie. The fucking name is Logan. No, this is clearly a Brad, okay? How are you gonna be in somebody else's house being like, that's a dumb name? Boy, if you don't get your ass out of my house, what you talking about? My husband, 34 male, and I, 32 female, just had our first baby. A beautiful little girl. We named her Lena after my late mother who passed away a few years ago. The name has deep meaning for us and it felt perfect. So imagine coming into somebody else's house and be like, oh wow, that's the name of your dead mother? And it means so much to you and like you never would want to change that? I don't know, it's kind of lame. My older brother, 37 male, and his wife, 35 female, came over to meet the baby for the first time. Okay, so that's your brother. That's even worse. That's like my sister giving birth and naming the baby after my mom, and me being like, nah, she did it first. Nah, you can't. Somebody did it first. So, like, get a new name. Be original. God. As soon as they heard her name, my sister-in-law's face dropped. Well, she can mind her business. What are you talking about? My sister-in-law's face dropped. Well, your sister-in-law can go home. I don't care. Like, what are you talking about? That's not your name to decide. She said Lena was the name she had always planned to use for her future daughter. They don't have kids yet, and accused us of stealing the name. How did you know I was gonna use that made-up name that I only had in my head and I told nobody about? Nah, I called dibs in my head, so you gotta change the name. I'm sorry. Nah, that's dumb, dude. I plan on naming my son Zach Jr., right? But if somebody else in my family named their kid Zach after me, I would feel proud, if anything. What the fuck are you talking about? Just name your kid Lena anyways, and it'd be a funny story. And I don't care if that was the name that you always had planned. You can think of another one, all right? You're not that unoriginal, are you? Right? You have a little bit of creativity in your head, don't you? At first I thought she was joking, but she kept going, saying we were selfish and ruined the name for her. Ruined the name for her? Now I can never name somebody Lena because this loser baby already has the name. My brother backed her up and suggested we consider changing it since they called dibs years ago. If you wanted to name your daughter Lena that badly, you should have just had a kid first. All right, I'm sorry, buddy. You should have started the factories going early. All right, that's your problem. I lost and told them they were being ridiculous and disrespectful, especially since the name honors my mom. Yeah, honors they're each other's mom, whatever. You and your brother's mom are honored through that name. Even if he doesn't have a daughter named Lena, he now has somebody named Lena in his life who is carrying on his mother's legacy. And plus, there's not like a 100% chance that he's going to have a daughter if he does have a kid. What if he has 3 sons in a row? You know what I mean? Now he's gonna be looking stupid because he wants to name his daughter Lena so bad he can't even have one. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't drop it. I asked them to leave. You need to leave. Now they're telling our family that I'm heartless and stole their dream name while overreacting by kicking them out. Am I the bad guy? Heck no, you're not the bad guy. I think you just have some immature brothers and sister-in-law. You have some immature family members going on. I think that's all it is. Look, man, you can call dibs all you want, but if you didn't have the kid first, buddy, you ain't even have one kid yet, and y'all are 37 and 35. You're knocking on the door of 40. And you haven't even had one kid yet, and you talking about, oh, but I always wanted to have a daughter named Lena. It's not a fucking promise that you're gonna have a daughter, all right? Maybe you should have adopted somebody named Lena or something. Have a surrogate mother. I don't know. I don't think you stole the name. I think you used a good name. I mean, you just have a good reason. You probably explained the exact reason and how it's carrying on your mother and it's an homage to your mother. And to his mother at that. I think they need to grow up, dude. I think they just need to accept that they can't use the name Lena anymore, or if they want to, they can probably. Would you be upset with them naming their daughter Lena? Probably not. You know what I mean? It'd be like funny. If I grew up with a cousin with the same name as me, I wouldn't be like, whoa, mom. What, are you stealing names out here? No, I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's funny. Look at Zach and Zach. That'd be cool. So I just think they just have their panties in a bunch for no reason. You know what I mean? So I don't think you're that bad guy at all. Next story. Am I the bad guy for not selling my car even though my fiance refuses to sit in the front seat because my ex sat there? Oh, what? What does she think she's gonna do? Get cooties? What? She's avoiding that seat like it's like something bad is gonna happen if she sits there. Like if she sits there, she's gonna become the next ex. I'm 27 male, engaged to my fiance, 26 female. And while we're hold up, you got engaged and she still isn't sitting in that seat? How long were you dating her? And was she still not sitting in this seat? Y'all are going on like a 2-year relationship and she's still like, I'm not sitting in that front seat. I don't care how long you've been broken up with that girl, it still lingers. And while we're preparing for our wedding, something recently came up that left me confused and conflicted. I want to know if I'm in the wrong here, if her reaction is unreasonable. Here's the issue. My fiance refuses to sit in the front seat of my car because my ex used to sit there. How long has this been going on? This is so childish. He says it makes her uncomfortable and it feels like she's taking what someone else's. Well, I mean, when you started the relationship, you were taking what was someone else's. What are you talking about? If you can't sit in a seat because it's like taking what is someone else's, then what's the point of being in a relationship with somebody who's been in a relationship before? Instead, she insists on sitting in the back seat whenever we go somewhere, which honestly feels strange to me. Like I'm her chauffeur. Yeah, that is weird. Imagine being like, hey babe, how's the drive going so far? Like, no, dude, I'm not gonna talk to somebody who's in my back seat. That's just weird. You're weird. She's strange. She's a strange individual. Just driving like, how's your day going? Like I'm her Uber driver or some shit. God damn, got me fucked up. I offered to sell the car if it truly bothers her, but she told me not to because it would feel like she's forcing me to do something. Say you sell the car and you buy a new car. Is she gonna sit in that car? Because what if it feels like she's taking it from the last family who drove that car? You know what I mean? Like this whole ideology in the first place is fucking dumb. All right, and you trying to negotiate with a terrorist here it's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? It's like me getting in a relationship with somebody and be like, I can't text you on Instagram because your ex texted you on Instagram, and that's just, I don't want to take his spot. However, she still won't sit in the front seat and avoids interacting with anyone related to my past relationships. Well, I think that's normal, not interacting with somebody who's been in a past relationship with your current significant other, but I think it is strange to not sit in the front seat because you don't want to take what's theirs. She's gone. She's gone, bro. She's the ex past tense. Why can't you sit in the front seat? What are you taking from her? She's not even here anymore. This is a part of a bigger pattern. She's mentioned multiple times that she doesn't want to do things I've done with my ex, like cuddling on the couch during a movie. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Yeah, you want to go out to, I don't know, this fancy restaurant? I would, but I saw in your story like 2 years ago, you went out with your ex-girlfriend there. And I don't want to just be part 2 to that. Like cuddling on the couch during a movie or visiting places I've been to before. Hey babe, you want to go to, this beautiful place in Italy? No, you took your ex-girlfriend there in 2013. And I don't really feel good about taking her spot. I've tried to be understanding of her feelings, but I'm starting to feel like I'm being held responsible for my past, which I can't change. Yeah, that's so unfair. You know what I mean? To be like, you did this with your ex and you didn't even know me as a person at that time, or if you did, it wasn't like we were in a relationship, but because you did that prior to us being romantically interested into each other, you can no longer do that again with me. It's also confusing because she keeps in touch with her own ex. What? Nigga, leave her, bro. Leave this bitch, bro. What the fuck are you talking? Okay, the plot thickens, head ass. It's also confusing because she keeps in touch with her own ex, occasionally texting or calling him, which I have no issue with as I trust her. You should have at least a little issue with that. Like, just a little issue with that, I think. But you know what? I don't know their relationship. Maybe he's just a trustworthy and chill guy like that. I don't know. I was in a relationship with a girl, and I'm like, who are you on your phone with? Oh, my ex. What? What the fuck are you on your phone with your ex for? Go with that nigga then. What the fuck? Whenever these situations come up, she tends to withdraw emotionally, avoiding physical affection, not saying goodnight, or being distant. She's a fucking child, bro. She is a fucking child. You need to leave her and allow her the space and time she needs to grow up, bro. While I love her, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. While I love her and I want to work through this, I'm starting to feel like I'm walking on eggshells around her emotions. If you feel like you're walking on eggshells around somebody's emotions that you're in a relationship with, and you're in a situation that you should be more open to talk about your feelings, the way something makes you feel, and work through these things, if you feel like you need to step on eggshells to get around that, you probably shouldn't be in a romantic relationship with that person. I'm just being honest. If I'm in a romantic relationship with a person, I want to feel like I can talk to that person about anything. My day, how I feel, how they feel, their day, you know what I mean? If I feel like I can't say certain things to this person, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with that person, because it feels like I'm holding myself back and not being my 100% self with my romantic partner. If she doesn't love me for me, then why the fuck would I love her? Like, that's not love. You know what I mean? Especially when they're tied to things I can't control, like my past. What's set in stone is set in stone. There's nothing you can do about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, somebody sat in that seat before, but that doesn't mean no one else can sit in that seat. I'm not saying you should actively try to relive every single moment you had in your previous relationship with your new relationship. That's weird. That's weirder. What I am saying is she shouldn't feel like she is a hand-me-down because of a seat. And like, say you had sex with your ex or people in your past. Is she just no longer gonna have sex with you because that dick is tainted? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't think you're the bad guy at all. I think you're in the right, and I think you probably deserve better, to be honest, from what I've seen thus far. I think she's a weird partner. And you're engaged. Ooh, that's bad, boy. How did you let this get by long enough to engage in a marriage? But yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Wish me well. Hopefully I get better, head ass. Get well soon, head ass. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.